Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. My name is Megan and today I have my November wrap-up for you. Okay, so November has been kind of a slow reading month for me just because there's been so much going on, and you know, with the holidays coming up I tend to get bogged down in my reading. I don't know if you guys suffer from that too, but that's the way it's felt this month. So I only got through 4 books this month. So the first book I read in November was A Gathering of Shadows, and this was by far the best book I read this month. This was such an emotionally raw book. This is the second novel in the Darker Shade of Magic series, and this was just amazing. If you want to watch my full review, I will link it up in the corner somewhere, so keep an eye out for that. This was seriously such an amazing novel, and I really took my time reading it, and I really just did not want this one to end. It was so good. I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars, and this was probably my favorite book of the month so far. So the second book that I read in November was The Battle of the Labyrinth. This is the 4th novel in the Percy Jackson series, and this was really good. This book was definitely darker than the last couple of ones, and I feel like this series just keeps getting darker as it goes on, and I kind of like where it's going, and I kind of like when the middle grade young adult books kind of get darker than what you think they should be. But this was really great read, and I think I gave this a solid 4 out of 5 stars. The third book that I read in November was Poison Promise. This is the 11th book in the Elemental Assassin series, and in this one our main character Jen got into a drug war with a local drug lord. It was a very bloody read, and I felt like this one dealt more with Jen's emotions that have been kind of building up in the last couple of books. Jen had a lot of serious doubts about what she was doing and if she was going to get into this war with this drug lord, and you know, she's always trying to save everybody else, but this one she kicks some ass even though she was having some serious doubts, and this was a really good book, and I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. And the last book that I am reading in November, I'm still currently reading it as of the filming of this video, is Siege and Storm. So I'm a little more than halfway done with it. This one I'm just taking my time with it, and because I read it around Thanksgiving, I started it maybe a couple days before. It's taken me a while to get through this, just because the holidays are always so kind of hectic, and I don't know, I don't usually feel like reading on the holidays just because there's so much else going on that I don't want to add to all the crazy going on. But this one I kind of really am enjoying taking this slowly because there's a lot going on in this book, and there's a lot of like emotional stuff that's being built up in this one, and I do really like that they introduced a bunch of new characters in this one, and the characters that they introduced in this one I know are a bunch of people's favorite characters from this entire series, and I can see why, and I really am loving them. So I'm kind of excited to see how this one ends, and when I'm done with this one I will probably have a review for it, so keep an eye out. I will probably link it eventually to this video, but for now I am currently not finished with it, but if you guys ever see a book on here that I don't have a review posted for, you can always find it on my Instagram and my Goodreads, which I will link down below. Alright, so that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you for joining me for my November wrap-up. I hope you guys had a happy holiday weekend. Let me know what you guys read this month and which book was your favorite. And if you guys haven't hit the subscribe button yet, go ahead and do that. You can also hit the notification button to get notifications whenever I post a new video. And if you guys would like to follow me on social media, I will leave a couple of links down below. Alrighty, bye!